realised there's a hell of a lot of books here. So yeah, let's just get into whatever this video is going to be, which I'm going to tell you in a minute. I've started with the habit of whatever this video is going to be kind of mantra, when realistically I sit down to film it and know exactly what it's going to be, so I don't really know why I'm giving the illusion that I don't, because I really already do. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and to a new video, or if you're new here, hello, welcome, my name is Rebecca. Today we are talking all about my August TBR. So in the past when I've done TBR videos, I have done Top Trumps Picks My TBR. I would do that, except I don't know where I put my Top Trumps cards, and it doesn't really work for the theme for August, which is Arc August. Arc August is something that I've been interested in for years now, and I did take part several years ago, and it did not go well. Or did it go well? I can't really remember. But the purpose of Arc August, so Arc is ARC, which is Advanced Reader Copy August, because, you know, we love alliteration. Basically the gist of this sort of reading challenge, so to speak, is to essentially read any advanced reader copies you have on your shelves. So because I am part of a lot of Facebook groups, I find people giving away their ARCs. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in here, and the rest of them I've either been given by a friend because they had 2 copies, or I've received them myself. The first one, which kind of kicks off this whole Arc August, which, by the way, the purpose of is to literally just read your advanced reader copies. There's no prompts, there's no like crazy scoring, there's no like bingo board or anything, or there might be, but I'm just doing such a laid back version of it, it's unbelievable. But the first one, and the reason that I'm doing it this year, is Wrath Goddess Sing by Maya Dean. This is a release in June 2022, and I got this right at the end of June. It might have even been like the first week in July, and it came battered, and I was like, can't really complain. It's a free book. It's a book that I did request from the publisher, so thank you very much to HarperCollins for sending this my way. But basically, this is perfect for fans of the Song of Achilles and the Inheritance trilogy. All I know about this is that this is about Achilles, and it's a trans retelling, I believe, of Achilles. I think, I mean, I might be wrong, but I think that's what it is. But this cover is stunning. Considering this is an arc, this is stunning. Yeah, this is an innovative spin on a familiar tale. This is the story of a Trojan more unlike any ever told before, and an Achilles whose vulnerability is revealed by the people she chooses to fight and those she chooses to trust. I'm really excited to get to this one. It's like 420 pages, and I mean, I think, oh, it's floppy. I think it's probably going to be a fairly quick read. For me, that means I'll probably finish it within the month, but we've got that one. So now we have a collection of ones that have been on my shelves for a while or have piqued my interest for one reason or another, and the first one of these is Mirage by Samia Dowd. This one came out in August 2018. This follows 16-year-old Imani, who is a dreamer. She dreams of what life was like before the occupation, of writing poetry like the old word poems she adores, of receiving a sign from Dia that one day she too will have adventure and travel beyond her isolated moon. So this sounds like it's a space kidnap story around a princess, because it talks about moons, and she basically ends up being this princess's body double, I believe, because she's so alike to the princess, which is why she was kidnapped in the first place. Something like that. It seems fairly short. It's 270 pages, so I should be able to get through this fairly quickly. I then have a one that I absolutely love, the other one that I read of these. So I read Sherwood by Megan Spooner in August 2019 and absolutely adored it. Sherwood, if you did not know, is a female retelling of Robin Hood, where Maid Marian is Robin Hood essentially, and it's absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it, and naturally I had to go and get Hunted, also by Megan Spooner. This came out in March 2017. This one is female Robin Hood, not Robin Hood, a female Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I'm sort of as in, who will survive the Beauty or the Beast? Beauty knows the Beast's forest in her bones and in her blood. Though she grew up with the city's highest aristocrats, far from her father's old lodge, she knows that the forest holds secrets, and that her father is the only hunter who's ever come close to discovering them. So when her father loses his fortune and moves Yiva and her sisters back to the outskirts of town, Yiva is secretly relieved. Out in the wilderness, there's no pressure to make idle chatter with vapid baronesses. or to submit to marrying a wealthy gentleman. But Yiva's father's misfortune may have cost him his mind, and when he goes missing in the woods, Yiva sets her sights on one prey, the creature he'd been obsessively tracking just before his disappearance, the beast. Deaf to her sister's protests, Yiva hunts this strange creature back into his own territory, a cursed valley, a ruined castle, and a world of creatures that Yiva's heard about only in fairy tales, a world that can bring her ruin or salvation. And this is a story for the modern age, expertly woven with romance, intrigue and suspense that readers won't be able to forget. Like I said, really enjoyed Sherwood, so I'm looking forward to that one. We then also have another retelling, and that is Red Hood by Elena K. Arnold. This one came out in February 2020, and this is a Robin Hood retelling, I think. You are alone in the woods, seen only by the unblinking yellow moon. Your hands are empty, you are nearly naked, and the wolf is angry. This follows a girl named Bisou, who has been living with her grandmother, who's been her caretaker since she was 4, in Seattle, and then comes the night of homecoming, where she finds herself running for her life over roots between trees, a fury of clothes and teeth behind her. A wolf attacks, she fights back, a new moon rises, and with it questions about the blood in Bisou's past and on her hands as she stumbles home, about broken boys and vicious wolves, about girls lost in the woods, frightened but not alone. I'm intrigued. I just want to know more, basically, so I have that option as well. So we have 3 books left, and this one is the one that's been on my radar for a little while, and that's The Sound of Stars by Alicia Dow. This one came out in February 2020 as well, and this basically sounds like XOXO in space, because you've got sort of the stars there. It looks very SpaceX. And it says, can their love of books and pop music save the world? And this, 2 years ago, a misunderstanding between the leaders of Earth and the invading Lori resulted in the death of 1/3 of the world's population. Today, 17-year-old Ellie Baker survives in a Lori-controlled centre in New York City. All art, books and creative expression are illegal, but Ellie breaks the rules by keeping a secret library. When young Lori Commander Morris finds Ellie's illegal library, he's duty-bound to deliver her for execution. But Morris isn't a typical Lori, and Ellie and her books might be the key to a desperate rebellion of his own. So, potentially themes of the Book Thief, because in the Book Thief she steals books to basically keep learning, from what I remember. I might be wrong. The Book Thief, she steals books. This person's hiding a library. I'm very loosely linking those two together, can you tell? But yes, this is another one I'm excited about. So the next one is probably the newest release outside of the Maya Dean book, and that is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I read The House in the Cerulean Sea earlier this year. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So this one follows Wallace, who meets a reaper at his own funeral and reluctantly accepts that he must be dead, but instead of travelling to the afterlife, he's led through the woods to a peculiar tea shop, one that lies between life and death. There he meets curious locals along with Hugo, its kind and charming owner, who helps souls to cross over. But Wallace isn't ready to leave this strange new home, not now he's met Hugo and is starting to feel alive. So when he's given 1 week to cross to the other side, Wallace resolves to use the time he has left to experience a lifetime in only 7 days. Apparently this is perfect for fans of A Man Called Ove and The Good Place, and now that I'm fully sitting and reading the back of this, it sounds as if it's got similar themes to The House in the Cerulean Sea. So we have a gentleman meeting another gentleman who has a very important job. In this case, it's helping souls cross to the other side. In House in the Cerulean Sea, it was looking after magical children. I'm assuming they're going to fall in love. There's a time restraint, that kind of thing. This one came out in October 2021, and I'm really excited to get to this one too. And the final one that I have is a one that I started because I've already started tabbing it, and I got 178 pages into it, and that is The Rune of Kings by Jen Lyons. This one came out in February 2019. Like I said, I've started reading it. Really enjoyed it. This follows Kieran and Talon as far as I remember, and Kieran is in a tight spot. He's in a prison cell for a crime that he didn't commit, or he did commit. I can't remember. He's part of an ancient prophecy, and every side, from gods to demons to dragons, wants him as their pawn. This is apparently perfect for fans of Joe Abercrombie, Robin Hobb and Patrick Rothfuss, and I can totally understand why. I really liked it. It was told with sort of alternating chapters between Kieran and Talon, and Kieran is the main character and Talon is like this little beast, this little beastie thing that's like also narrating from inside his head, if that makes sense. It's a beast that goes inside his head and relives the memory for him, I think. And there's little footnotes in it and it's really funny, and I was really enjoying it, so I'm going to pick this one up. I might even read it from the start, but I had been tabbing it. And orange is for funny, red is for things that I really love, yellow and green are facts and positive things, and the blue are the things that made me angry. And just reading, sort of picking this up and kind of having it in my hands again, I remember why it made me angry. So that's a good thing. It made me angry for certain reasons, and I am excited to get back into it. I may even just read the previous chapter just to kind of pick myself back up into it and then get going again, but I'm really excited for this one. So yeah, that is it for the video. I think if I prioritise anything in August, like I said, it's going to be such a chill reading vlog, reading month. I probably will do a reading vlog for it, but it's such a chill reading month. I think I'm going to prioritise Wrath Goddess Sing and the Rune of Kings, and possibly Hunted. I can't see myself reading 3 books in a month. Even though we do have bank holiday, I can't see myself reading 3 books. So we'll just wait and see. We'll see what happens. But yes, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've made it this far, leave me a dragon emoji for the Rune of Kings, because this is dragons. So leave me a dragon emoji in the comments down below if you've made it this far. Have you got any ARCs or advanced reader copies, or you can also find them on NetGalley, by the way. If you haven't already got NetGalley, I would recommend it. You can get e-ARCs and publishers, that kind of thing. So if you do want to partake in ARC August, it is literally just a chill month of August where you read all of your advanced reader copies, as I said earlier in the video. These can be any format. You can also get audiobooks, so if that's something that you would prefer. NetGalley do audiobooks as well, so that's something to consider if you would like to take part. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. As I said, leave a little dragon in the comments down below. If you've read any of these books, also let me know in the comments down below, as I've heard mixed things about a couple of them. But either way, I'm excited to get to some of these and hopefully get these knocked off my TBR, because we have enough. So yes, if you want a link if you open the description box in the bio, there's a link to all my social media channels, where you will find me posting utter garbage, let's be honest. But if you do want to go follow me on all my other social medias, they're down below as well. And I am starting to leave a link to my wax melt website down there too. So if you are in the UK and you would like some wax melts, highly scented, highly beautiful, I mean, I think I'm just bragging now, but if you would like some nice scented wax melts, head over to my website, the link is down there. And go get yourself a little treat. If you're in the UK and I haven't posted to your postal area, for example, NE, GU, CA, if I haven't posted to your postal area, so the first 2 letters of that postcode, you will also receive a little freebie treat as well. But if you would like to purchase any wax melt goodies, they're down below. Anyway, I'm gonna go. This wasn't a video about wax melts, this was a video about books. Thank you all so much for watching once again. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully this video will go up within a reasonable time at the start of August. Hopefully, because I have a very busy week ahead of me. But thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all soon in another video. Bye!